Hello, welcome to another episode of Tips for Organist. In today's episode, I'll be talking about reharmonization. In last episode, I had a question from one of my subscribers that how do we reharmonize? So that's what I'll be talking about today. So let me just say what is reharmonization. Let's start by defining harmonization. Harmonization is actually how four-part music is arranged or is structured. So as organists, we are supposed to play in four parts: the soprano, the alto, the tenor, and the bass. So what is in the book is actually the harmony, the harmonization. And when you are reharmonizing as an organist, you are tweaking what is in the book just to make it sound better or to just give it a different feel. So I'll be playing I Need Thee Every Hour. Now, the harmony in the book, I'll play that first, and then that will be followed by reharmonization. I'll begin to reharmonize. So a good place to start is play from the book, play the harmony, and you can now begin to reharmonize. So let me start with that. That's what's in the book. So what do I do if I want to begin to reharmonize? My own approach is the baseline is actually the foundation for every other thing. So tenor was, I changed it to, yeah. That was one of the things. Playing like diminished chords is one way. So now next we have by the way, I'm playing the key of A flat, so A flat major. So we have A flat, C, E, and A flat. Then on the pedals I have C. So you can make that a suspended chord, like I mentioned in the last episode. So instead of playing like, so you can have another suspended chord. So another thing you use to support your reharmonization is registration. So if you are playing reharmonized chords when you don't have like heavy registration to back it up, they might not give you that effect. And then another thing you want to put in mind is the fact that when you are reharmonizing, you should take reharmonization as, take harmony as a language. Every language has words, so the more words in a language that you understand, the more sophisticated your communication will be, the more effective your communication will be. So if you know many words, for example, where you're supposed to use a basic word, you could substitute it with a slightly more complex word, or a slightly more beautiful word. So I mean, if you get what I mean. So you need to know as many chord combinations as possible. So you need to start learning chord combinations, diminished chords, augmented chords, all those kind of chords. So suspended chords, add those chords, add that vocabulary of chords. So that's what you now use when and then after you have gotten as many chords as possible, you don't just throw in any chord you like at any point in the song. Just follow, let the book harmony guide you in your reharmonization. I know a number of organists that, because they want to reharmonize, once they get on the organ, they will just start playing. They play the song in a way that you would not even recognize the song. It just sounds weird and annoying to someone who is playing, especially if you are accompanying a choir that is singing four parts. You should be careful with your reharmonization. You shouldn't. I mean, the best thing as the accompanist, you want to play the notes of all the four parts so that they are following. I mean, they can hear their parts and you're guiding them. And then it's usually in the last verse that you're going to unleash your reharmonization. And so even at that, you don't just throw anything anywhere anyhow. There must be a structure. So I'll tell you some of the different structures. One way is to start start with the medians. So the medians is the third degree of the major scale. So that's your, for those the mi of your do re mi fa sol la ti do. Yeah, so this is so you can for some songs you'll be able to start with mi, the medians, and do something like instead of starting with okay, so let me use an aim that works for. So you have I think this is Emma's. So on the last verse you want to play something like that is starting with the median. That's one way. Another way is you start with the tonic, but begin to go half step, something like. So let me see another aim that I can apply that to. Something like. So you know this the normal harmony is so, and then if you want to reharmonize you do something like that's another kind of reharmonization you can do. Another one that comes to mind is when you play something like Oli Oli Oli, for example. So when you have apply the what I've just said. I'll apply it in this game now.